Okay guys, this is a tool that I designed about 4 years ago. It's called the gripper. And what it does is it just simply tests how much grip there is in a track. So what you have is the piece of equipment that I've designed. It has a torque meter that goes in it that I use. And then you have your just a regular 1/2 inch drive ratchet. And what this thing does, the design is, it has a pad on it that has the same kind of compound as your racing slick or radial, whatever you choose, to test the grip of the track. So the reason I designed this was when I started doing small tire events, I realized real quick that, you know, these guys go out there and they're making hits, and the first 4 cars go down through and they make good runs, and then the 5th car comes through and they blow the tires off. They spin real bad. They don't make it down the track. Well, everybody starts saying, hey, the track's bad, the track's bad. Well, the problem is you don't know what that guy's tune was. So, you know, the first 4 guys were maybe being conservative, and then this 5th guy goes down through there and he's just trying to set the world on fire. He wants to see what that car will run, blows the tires off. Well, instead of guessing about the track, I designed this so I had a reference number. And that's all this is for reference. So if I turn the gauge on, just power it up, and I've got it set where it reads small digit numbers because I can remember small digits easier than I can big numbers. There's another product out there, it reads in like a 3, 4, 500 range. But I can literally tell you each track I ran last year, what pass I ran and what the number is without looking in my book. I can be really, really close on those numbers. So when you read a torque, it will come up with a number right here. And what you do is you just simply place the torque meter on the track. I set my knees on it. That puts weight on this gripper to apply like you're applying the pressure of your tire to the ground. And then you just simply pull till it breaks loose, and that gives you a readout of the grip. Now, as I said earlier, the average track is around a 12 or 13. A lot of your Volkswagen events that I went to in the past would be 8 or 9, maybe a 10. You very rarely saw it get above that. Usually 8 was close to no prep. Your national events are 12 to 13. Your average bracket weekend race is 12 to 13. Your radial races usually range between 18 and 20. And I have seen on a pro mod night, radial night, where they're just having a big event, I have seen it reach 23 to 26. All those numbers are for reference. Those numbers just tell me what I need to know to make my car work. So like the guy that goes out there and blows the tires off that thought the track went bad, well, I just go out there and I check it. Well, when I read it, if I read it's 18 and it was, you know, it's 6 o'clock at night, and at 3 o'clock earlier today it was 18, I know that I can run the same tune as I ran earlier and should be able to run the same number, or at least really close, because I know the track's the same. So this is just a tool that I use to basically keep me confident in my tuning and confident in my driving so that I can go out there and perform my best. So if the track's a 14 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we're racing at 9 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden the track's reading 19, well, I know that I may have to make some shock adjustments, I may have to transfer some weight, and I may be able to put some more power in the car because obviously the track's going to take it. So I take all that in consideration. I come up with the best tune I think is going to be good for what we're going to do, and I go out there and try to make the best pass we can make. So this is a tool I use a lot. I use it if I go help somebody tune, if I go help somebody just to, I've used it for bracket racing. I know what this tool would do on certain cars of people I help. For instance, a friend of mine uses a small block Chevrolet. If the track gets tight, let's say it was 12 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it gets up to 18 at night, well, I actually know that I need to dial his car slower because the extra bite in the track will actually slow his car down because it bogs the motor down. So that's how I use this information when it comes to tuning suspension and tuning cars in general.